Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Center Park Stadium. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Georgia State Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sets his feet, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all good.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Running inside, it's Butler. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Dropping back, it's Hart. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
14, Georgia State, 0.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Avery. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. New set of downs after the completion. Straight ahead, it's Murray. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Butler. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Got a little grass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Hart. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, it's Butler. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The give on the counter. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the counter play. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There he goes. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's his third touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Out wide right, it's Butler. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The throw. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here's a give to Durham. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Murray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw. It's Hart. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Quick give. It's Butler. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. The give on fourth. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on fourth down. Like, third down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play.
Snags it, and there's running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Right side, it's Durham. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You've got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Butler. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Georgia State jumps back to the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Butler. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 us on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
And it's the Longhorns in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news.
Going to the run to start this second half. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Just feeds the running back. They were all over it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to get started. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The give to Caden Durham. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Runs through the tackle. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st. Slings it downfield. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. It'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caden Durham again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Gonna take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. They're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Hits inside, it's Murray. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Roll his way into the end zone.
This offense has needed some kind of a big play, man. Something to get them going to hang their hat on. They're trailing this game. Palmer, is this it? Can they get the run game going? Is there enough time to continue to pound away?
Yeah, and it's frustrating for the defense. They've been playing so well up to this point, and then to give up a long touchdown run like that, that's a gut punch. You've got the lead, but when you take the field again, this defense, they have to get that mentality, that confidence back, because this game isn't over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's Durham one more time. Across the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna run it. It's Paul. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it. It's Durham. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caden Durham again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Durham. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
38, Georgia State, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. To throw, it's Hart. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do 2 things. One,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those where, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panther! And they take it in for 6 more points. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Rush is on. They get to him as he throws. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Long way to go on second down. Right back to it. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The run inside. It's Murray. Enough to move the chains. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one. And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Looking for a crease. It's Murray. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that 1st down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game.